around him that had managed to like jump all the barriers to get backstage. So I can only imagine if he actually went out there, how many signatures and pictures he'd have to take.
Yeah, a lot. They're really, really popular here, and the fans here. I mean, we've only got 6 players, unfortunately, competing here for Warcraft, but some great players pretty much across all races. Thankfully, we've got 3 Elf and 1 of each other race represented, and of course, it will be Night Elf versus Undead here in this matchup. And the reason I like this matchup is because it's so diverse. There's so many. The openings are pretty standard, but the responses throughout as you move through Tier 2 and Tier 3 change dramatically based on what the other player does, and it's a very reactionary game. You need to be reacting to what your opponent's doing, and there's a constant transitioning between the 2 races.
You know, my favorite version of the Night Elf versus Undead has always been Gargoyles, because it's so fun to see the Pandaren Brewmaster come out and try and counter the Gargoyle harass, and you know, getting the Orb of Venom and using your heroes to attack the Gargoyles. I love that. It's so dynamic in terms of the Undead trying to attack your Wisps, or you know, pick off units from certain angles while the Night Elf tries to catch you in AoE. It's really fun to watch.
Yeah, and if you ever get to a late game transition from Gargoyles as an Undead player, crazy things start happening at Tier 3 when both those armies max out. So there's a lot of fun stuff here. I'm curious to see what map they're going to play on, because of course maps are a big deal here in Warcraft. But so we are going to be on a quick commercial break here. So we'll leave you guys for a second.
And we'll never be royal. It's a running our blood. That kind of love's just ain't for us. We can be rulers, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy.
Hey, beautiful.
We still on for dinner?
Pepper, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, right?
How about 8:30 at the vegan place?
Actually, I'm in the mood for barbecue.
Sounds good.
Take a call and stay in the game with the Plantronics rig, headset, and mixer. Life comes to games like never before.
玩游戏用 N 卡，我是小仓。
Looking for something.
《玩游戏用 N 卡，我是小仓。
Alright, welcome back everybody to the WCG 2013 Grand Finals here. We've got some Warcraft 3 actions. Lucifer going to be taking on Zhouxixi here. My name is Patrick. I'm still joined here by Monte Cristo. As we said, it's going to be a different matchup here. Undead versus Night Elf on
Turtle Rock.
This is in fact Turtle Rock.
Yeah, Turtle Rock, and also we have cross spawns on this one, so not getting those near spawns, which are possible on this map,
Yes,
and that makes things really crazy if it does indeed happen.
Yeah, it does. And unlike kind of other maps and maybe other RTSs, there's no force spawn, so you can get any of the random spawns here. And you're correct, close spawn to the rock is very, very awkward. So we are going to have cross spawns here. Things are going to kick off. And as always, the Night Elf's just going to be putting up their Ancient of War. I'm going to try and set up the early Ancient of War recruit camp.
Well, I'm really curious as to what actually Lucifer's game plan is right here. If he's going to go for some early disruption on the creeping or anything like that. Looks like we have a standard opening, at least from Zhouxixi. Let's take a look at this. Yep, Tomb of Relics coming up, and not too much of note so far. First hero rather will be Warden actually starting out for Zhouxixi, so he will be playing a bit more aggressively, and of course the standard Death Knight. Not a lot of variation in undead hero selection.
You can do some funky stuff every now and then. Dreadlord's a favorite of mine that we don't see almost ever, but yeah.
Dreadlord ghoul rushes are always entertaining, but very specific and doesn't give you that same kind of flexibility. I mean, typically we just see the same Death Knight into Lich every time.
Pretty much, yeah. And the interesting thing about Undead is they'll stay duo hero for a long time, almost for the entire game, and get levels on their Lich, whereas a lot of other races, almost all of them like to try hero at some point, which we don't see too often. So it is going to be DK here, we're just scouting that as well. You saw a Ghoul also scouting as the level 4 turtle is going to get started off here. Warden's going to have to make sure they get back in time here, but very nice timing here from
right.
Zhouxixi. Just goes straight into the wolf and able to get it very, very quickly.
Nice. Yeah, very good item. If you're going to pick that up on the Warden, will give her, she's an agility-based hero, so it gives her that little bit of extra damage. Going in right there. Ancient of War will just eat a tree. And, whoa, Ghoul nearly stealing that, actually. Lucifer getting them there. Takes a little bit of damage from the Archer, but no problem. And the Warden immediately going for, let's take a look here. Death Knight coming across the map right now. There's the Warden just trying to chase down this Ghoul. Will hit him with the Shadow Strike.
Yeah, this actually could be a pretty big thing here if this Ghoul does go down here. Looking to block here as well. He's going to get a very nice move there. The Rod is activated. A couple skeletons up now as well, as that's going to harass the Ancient Wall just slightly here. The Warden still trying to chase down this Ghoul, but a beautiful block there from Lucifer. Look at that micro, not going anywhere.
Really nicely done.
He's still doing it too. The Warden really, really wants to go now attacking the Death Knight as well. So you can see these skeletons just kind of fanning out towards Zhouxixi's base. You're going to try and see.
Wow, and it's still going here. That Ghoul will survive, so Ghoul gets back on the creep. Will be able to regenerate a little bit of that health right there. And here we go, more coming out. The Warden will not have a chance to get that last Shadow Strike off. In the meantime, Skeletons just harassing the Wolves. Lucifer putting a little bit of pressure on his opponent.
Yeah, he's going to lose the Skeleton here, but that's not too bad. The Wisp will escape with her life as well, so everything's okay here. Now you can see the Ghoul's actually looking for the surround here. That can be bad news. Doesn't quite get it, though.
Oh, that was close, actually. Lucifer nearly getting the edge in micromanagement. And that's one of the things you can do in this game, too, is if you're distracting somebody by forcing them to deal with these skeletons in their base, well, you can make it yourself an opportunity to surround their hero while it's more autopathic. And whoa, Zhouxixi has to be careful. Lucifer nearly pulling off that surround again. Lucifer's Death Knight did take a little bit of damage from the Shadow Strike harass, though.
Yeah, Lucifer doing a great job. They just managed to farm that camp very, very quickly with all the ghouls and some of the summons he had in there as well. Now the Warden, I mean, kind of committed to harass here. This is very common in Warcraft 3. You either have kind of two choices with your heroes. You either try to farm and get a quick level 3, or you harass and try and deny the level 3 here. And unfortunately for Zhouxixi, he's kind of done neither here at this point.
Yeah, Lucifer definitely looking like the player in a position of strength right now. Zhouxixi's Ancient of War is uprooted, and look at this. He's just rushing straight for the Wisps. Going to start surrounding some Moonwells, perhaps, taking down some of that supply. Archers harassing the Ghouls and Rod Skeletons. But look at this coming in right now, and harass on the Archers going down. He did, I believe, pick up some dust at the shop when he walked by, so he should be able to see these Archers if they just choose to turn invisible.
Yeah, Moonwell, though, will heal up that Archer as well. One Ghoul did finally die. Lucifer's micro absolutely amazing right now. He's just trying to chase down as much as he can. Detonate, actually, there. Going to take a little bit of mana away and take away the skeletons in there.
We're gonna do a hot swap of me right now for Moonglade, as I have to go to the main stage to catch League of Legends. But here we go. Sorry to interrupt.
Look, we do have to sub out Monte Cristo. He is up to the main stage. Watch some League of Legends, but I will stick on with my new co-caster here, Mr. Moonglade.
How you doing, man?
I'm absolutely incredible. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I just casted a StarCraft match. I'm ready for some Warcraft.
All right, well, Lucy looking in a big, big position here. He's got so many ghouls, almost surrounded the hero there, and was able to pick up that Warden, but hasn't quite done it yet, but has really, really gotten aggressive here. And Lucifer, we were talking about him recently, a man known for his Crypt Fiend micro. Kind of known for his other micros on, oh no, not again.
And it looks like if I know Lucifer, he's going to go into mass gargoyles right after this, and it's going to get brutal.
Yeah, we were hoping the Gargoyles were coming out, as we've been talking about it in the pregame here. The Skeleton just going to hang on here, will die unfortunately, so going to give that unit away, but really, really wants this Warden.
Wow, he really wants it.
Don't know if Warden has Blink up either. A lot of them like to just get more damage, go for the Shadow Strike into the Fan of Knives, but we'll see what happens here. And the Naga's now up as well. That's going to be so bad. The Frost Arrow is going to come in now as well. That could be bad news for this Warden, who's again really trying to get away with her life at every single opportunity. And Lucifer just so aggressive, and now up to tier 2. Got a second hero in at the Ancient of War. Very nicely positioned there. Going to be able to keep that push away. And unfortunately, the Ghouls have looked really good. He's been in a strong position, but hasn't quite been able to do anything else. They're a nice staff, actually. Going to save that Wisp and take it home.
Yeah, and it looks like he wants to be aggressive, but there's just no opening. Zhouxixi being so defensive and going straight into tier 3, he's going to look to get to Bears with Orb of Venom and kind of just shut down any sort of gargoyle play.
Yeah, I mean, that is the thing in this matchup when Gargoyles happen, is it's really a race for the Elf to tier 3 to the point where you get your Brewmaster up and you give him levels, and that's the most common thing we'll probably see here once the second hero comes out for Zhouxixi. And the other is the Orb of Venom on your main hero, which is the Warden in this case.
Absolutely right.
Demon Hunter Splash, if you hit 6, is amazing against Gargoyles, but we don't have that option here.
Yeah, if only.
To be fair, Avatar kind of wins you the game if you hit 6 as well, so that's not too bad.
It looks like he's going to try and dive into the base, going to try and take out the shot, which is a great kill, and it's going to really affect him getting that orb with tier 3.
Shop is one of the weakest buildings in the entire game here. Is the Naga kind of getting kited around here as well. Has to be careful of Warden really working on that one. An Archer almost going to die to the Moonwell. Going to heal it up there. Looks like the Ancient War also moving in as well. Shadow Strike once again. Looks like he's going to be able to get a killer on this Naga. That's a big kill if he can get it. That's so much experience for this Warden. And kind of the levels have really been low here actually for Zhouxixi. So that's
very aggressive game. And yeah, he was trying to claim a Moonwell at the same time, but Dryad started popping out, and it's just not possible to keep ghouls up when you got Dryads chasing them down. So looks like he might even get level 3 from this if he can catch a couple more ghouls, and he'd look really strong for more hero kills.
Yeah, I mean,
2 Shadow Strike.
Just needs a little bit more XP here. Again, I know you and him, but just to get you up and everyone else up, was a very aggressive usage of that hero there to try and shut out the level 3, and you can see Lucifer's still only level 1 on his Death Knight, so he's done a lot of pushing, but
did a lot of aggressive play, but he didn't really get anything for it, so he's going to have to really make up for it soon, because if he's like a level 2 DK versus a level 3 Warden, it's going to really make it's about to be a level 3 Warden for sure after this creep camp. Unless he's going to try and shut it down with a DK right now. It's just, it's going to get out of hand.
Yeah, so this Turtle's going to completely put the Warden over the top in terms of experience. Nice positioning the Ancient of War there as well, able to get that one up, and there we go, boom! Instantly hits level 2. That's such a good camp to take out as well.
Oh, it's such a good camp. It gives such a good item. Like, Mana Steel probably like the least decent item you can get from that camp, but it can still be useful when he's spamming Shadow Strike on like the DK, for instance.
And there's a statue here. Lucifer has already moved into tier 3, I believe, and now doing a little bit of creeping. The Warden going to say hi, just continue the harassment. Level 2 Shadow Strike, they're just so deadly. But Warden should be okay. Just going to bounce around again, waiting for the Dryads to move in now as well. These ghouls, unfortunately, going to be pretty useless. Up against these Dryads. They're just going to get kited. Absolutely, there's again a death blow is going to come up. Lucifer loves to save his units. A little too low though. Has to be careful. The focus fire coming out of kind of a block there of his own units. There's the ghouls are a little too far in the way, but the Warden now a little low as the Naga's going to return. Looks like everyone's going to walk out okay.
Yeah. The scariest thing there was that the Death Knight had no TP. So like if he got caught maybe with 1 or 2 more Shadow Strikes, he could have just died, and that would have been a really terrible position.
And one of the things in Warcraft 3 is that not only is your hero so valuable, but just in general, you don't have a whole lot of supply.
Yeah,
so
you don't have much to do if your hero dies, man. So
yeah.
That's pretty terrible.
So protecting every unit, even your little ones. You saw Lucifer save a ghoul there before. He saved, actually saved one earlier in the game as well. Just as much as you can, just do every little thing really matters here. And
absolutely, absolutely.
Especially because, as we mentioned, heroes, one unit dies, you know, might not seem like a big deal, but giving experience to the enemy hero is always bad. And so we are going to have a fight around this camp as well. That's a bad position for this Warden. The Magi blocking as well. He did get Blink. Blinks out over the trees there. Magi is going to go over to Lucifer though. That level 5 Ogre Magi. Looks like Tome of Agility going to fight for it. No, not quite. Want to go in for the kill here. The Warden getting low. They're going to trap some sort of battle here, but Lucifer manages to pop himself back up there. Another Warden. Invulnerability potion gets popped there. Now going to continue to chase down as well. But still enough health there. Oh, the nuke dots come in. Blinks out of the way, but still dies.
I think that was the Naga that claimed that kill right at the end there, and that was an insane kill. That's a level 4 Warden dead, and Lucifer still has all his heroes alive, and he's going to pick up that ward too, so he's going to have half the vision of the map.
See this invisible Death Knight just trying to get out of the way.
This is actually insanely bad. I mean, he's going to lose at least. He's going to lose every bear at this point.
Yep, that one bear dies. Another one going down as well.
Oh, and he gets a Dryad just for pain.
Beautiful surround.
Oh. this just went perfectly for Lucifer. You know, it just went so wrong.
It really did.
So wrong.
I mean, Lucifer, to his credit, you know, with all the aggression, he didn't get enough damage done, but he bought himself so much time to get to tier 3. To now get the tri-hero going, he's got Naga, Lich, and DK. It's so much burst damage. And you get
such a powerful combination against the Bear Tech too. And such a good hero focus down. Like, he's got the Orb of Corruption to reduce the armor. He's got Fiends, and he's got a Naga to nuke and slow. So, like, this is such a powerful combination.
I mean,
just
in general, you know, Coil Nova is really good at bursting heroes down, but when you throw a Naga in there as well, even better.
You got Frost Arrow, you got Forked Lightning.
Oh yeah,
and I'm pretty sure he'll get up to Destroyers soon to kind of absorb any rejuvenation and roar, and it's going to be even more damage.
Yeah, just in general, it looks really good here. Interestingly enough, before Monty left and subbed off here, thought hopefully that we were going to get to see the Gargoyles, but Lucifer's actually just going straight to tier 3, going to try and brute force it instead.
This is probably the one other style that he's known for, and it's a very strong style, especially against bears. Maybe he knows this player, Zhouxixi, loves to go bear, and so he just decided to go straight for it. He just knew what was going to happen.
It's true. Double statues up now as well, so everybody's getting regen, and just power farming coming out right now for Lucifer. He's getting all these heroes up, and you know, he's kind of picked up 3 heroes now. He's got the tri-hero running. Was a little low on levels earlier as well for his DK, so he does need to get all this camp sorted out. It's going to pick up a big chunk of XP for everyone. I think we're going to have most of the heroes around 2.5 to 3 here for all 3 heroes, which is a lot of experience.
Yeah, and it'd be key. It would be a real good idea if he got to like level 3 with every hero before he kind of tried to engage again, because the nukes are so much stronger. And it looks like he's going to keep going, but he might even find the Warden soon enough if he makes his way to that Goblin Merchant.
Once again, going to continue to take up big valuable creep camps here as well. Trying to pick up maybe a couple of extra item drops as well. Unsurprisingly, both players staying on 1 base here, staying under 50 food as well. One of the unique things about Warcraft's economy system is you can bank money under a certain...
It's very true, man. You want to stay in no upkeep until you're really ready to commit to a real army and go above it. Try and keep it as small but as cost efficient as possible. And it looks like he found the Night Elf, and Nav's just going to get right out of there.
Yeah, smart move there. Just immediately get the Warden out.
Yeah, he would literally die in like 1 second if he got hit. But the one good thing he has is those braces. His braces reduce spell damage by 33%, which is huge and will really affect the late game fights.
Yeah, I think we may need to see a second hero at some point. I think he's trying to get his Warden to 6. Now, the issue is that in Warcraft, you can farm all the creep camps you want at level 5. You'll never get to 6 unless you actually kill enemy units. So.
Absolutely. You'll never get an experience above level 5 from the creeps. Yeah. Unless you get a Tomb of Experience, I guess.
But yeah, well that's cheating.
If you're lucky enough. But, yeah. He really needs to start engaging, or he needs to get a Panda out or something and start investing in creep kills with that.
I mean, if Zhouxixi was going to go for a second hero here, what do you think he might pick up? Because the Warden, especially once you hit 6, is kind of just a good solo hero.
I could honestly... Ooh, he went for 4... he went for 4 Fan of Knives, and he's killing all the acolytes. He's cleared out the mine. Wow.
Yeah, and this is one of the things that we actually see a lot in the early game sometimes in this matchup when elf players go Warden, is that you can really harass down acolytes. They're kind of very stuck there in their own little mine here. In fact, a lot of undead players block that section of their base so you can't go and harass them.
Exactly right.
And they can just see so many units dying here. Phantom Knives again going to take out these ghouls. We actually got that's an abomination hanging out there.
And Lucifer is going to take this opportunity to start wailing on the base. And now there's no Shadow Strike to kind of deal with the heroes. This is going to be even harder for him to deal with.
Destroyer's up as well. He's going to get himself home though, but there's so much damage being done to this Ancient of War. And you can see the plan here.
Oh, he forgot the Pendant of Energy, so he's going to have a lot less mana than he planned. That's a kind of a big mistake. He might want to get that, and the DK's going to get it. Oh no, he just got so much mana. He was at full mana already, so this is he's gonna have a whole lot of coils to waste away.
And look, there's so much damage on this hero. There's the heal gonna come through as well. The Moonlord's gonna try and get work done, but they can't quite move it here. Now Bear Dryad's moving forward as well. That's a lot of damage there. That Crippin very low, gets coiled immediately there by Lucifer as the Lich is still alive in there as well. And there's just so much DPS there. There's a ding for the DK. He's gonna hit up 4 now as well. And there's just so much damage here. I mean, I don't know if Zhouxixi can stand and fight here with his armor. He's trying though, but these bears are trying.
But I mean, there's so much regen, there's so much nuke, and so much damage. Like all the bears are dead, and there's only Dryads left, and they're wailing away at an abomination that might die. But there's 3 heroes standing, and they're going to do a whole lot of damage to that Warden. And
this Moonwell's really keeping this Warden alive. If she can get level 6 in this fight, she's very close.
So close.
Then maybe we can have a turn. There are so many corpses on the ground.
Maybe, but he's out of healing now. He's completely out of Moonwell juice, so he's got to hide and he's got to try and avoid taking any sort of damage.
Yeah, I mean, that was the reason he was in the base trying to kill it. He needed experience to try into level 6, but a really smart push there from Lucifer coming in. Just the base is getting completely wrecked here. Whiff's going to drop left, right, and center now as well. I mean, he's hanging out by as well. He's got basically one chance to get 6 here and try and turn something around, but Deathcore is going to be able to keep the units alive. Everyone's chunky here. No statues left.
Oh, he forgot to start making goal for acolytes for his gold mine, which is kind of a mistake, but I don't think it'll matter in the end.
He feels pretty confident here. I think at this point does blink out of the way there, does the Warden. Rejuve there moving now. It's all hit 6 actually. Maybe he can turn around, pops the Avatar. This could be bad news and just so much damage coming in. That's actually going to force the TP out there.
Oh my god.
Nice plan there for Zhouxixi.
And he has no workers.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what...
You know, this could be the most amazing turnaround right now.
It could. It's still mining gold as well there, Zhouxixi. Lucifer just wanted to push and try and end the game. Could be in trouble now as well. No workers to speak of.
Now, so we had enough gold to make him, but he just forgot. Oh, what a mistake. That could definitely end it.
I don't know if this can end the game right now, but Zhouxixi has a chance. He needs to rebuild back his base. Remember, he lost so much of it there in that last push here. And of course, I think Lucifer going to do the correct thing here and just be like, okay, I messed that up a little. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get some more levels here. My heroes. Yeah, she wants to kill these acolytes. It's so hard.
Oh, such a good idea. He's got to be careful.
He does. He does not want this hero to die. TP's out though. Had enough to get out and does just cleanly get out.
No stuns in that army, so he can safely get out anytime. Just as long as he doesn't take too much damage.
And the Avatar's going to creep up in here as well. I mean, not much of an army here for Zhouxixi, but...
I honestly think he should probably invest in a second hero and start creeping because, I mean, he's not getting anything but a little bit of gold and whatever item drops.
Which hero do you think you should go for in this situation, given that...
I reckon he could go for a Naga or something, you know? I think that could work well. I mean, he'd probably get nukes pretty quickly, but, I mean, anything's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, maybe one of the more tanky ones. I mean, Brewmaster at this point not going to be great against the composition that Lucifer has.
That's true.
It's a little tanky.
And his destroyers too, which won't take any sort of damage at all from him. So it's a bit of a hard decision. I mean, that's kind of one of the interesting things about Warden is that they're kind of very solo sort of hero. They can be, yeah. When they get really high level and they have like level 3 Blink and Shadow Strike and Phantom Knives, it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. But still, Zhouxixi's got some base to rebuild here. But this Warden is very, very scary. Look at those items. Well, inventory completely stacked up here.
Yeah.
Level 6, of course, that crucial level.
You could probably get rid of that this boost of agility and maybe get for an invulnerability potion or something. You know, something to keep it alive a bit more.
I mean, invulnerability potion is so important against undead as well because of all the nukes.
Especially, that kind of hero composition, it's just going to nuke so hard.
Forces are under attack.
So we'll see here just trying to make as many bears and dryads as he can. Needs to really kind of get the army going here, but everyone's just kind of chilling. She's actually chilling at 50 food apparently.
Lucifer likes to camp sometimes. Well, I guess undead in general, their bases are so hard to like engage in because of that death tower in the middle there, the Death Star. It becomes like a real bother. So undead, sometimes when they're behind or have no reason to, they'll hide away in their base and kind of bank for a long time.
I mean, undead are easily the best one-base race in this game.
Oh,
so.
By far. They're so cost-efficient, and you'll definitely see it.
But I think we are actually going to see maybe some 70-food fights here, because we've been at 50 pretty much the entire time here. But, I mean, Zhouxixi's just building back up. He's currently sitting under 50 now. Lucy's well and truly at 50.
Yeah, and it looks like he's expanding right now too, Zhouxixi, taking that top base. And I think it's a good idea. I mean, he's kind of identified that Lucifer's just camping in his base, just chilling out, AFKing for a while he builds up his bank. I'm sure he's pretty low on money, to be honest, and he probably wants to wait a while before he starts investing beyond no upkeep, 50 population.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, both players actually are going to get pretty, close to mined out now in their main gold mine. So, going to have to try and see what they can get done there.
These dryads kind of get caught, but it looks like Lucifer doesn't really want any of it. And that
He's going to blink away here.
Looks like he just wants to kill more acolytes, and I can't blame him, you know?
Yeah, blinking away. I mean, it's such a good way to get experience here. It's so annoying for the undead have to replenish those acolytes there on that mine. But nice move back there from Lucifer. It's like, not this time, buddy. No, I'm going to move back here. And we could be settling in for a long game here, Mingo. The undead could just be chilling.
I think you might be right. I think we have a bit of time to kill.
But Zhouxixi is going to get his economy going here. And that one bit of experience that got him to 6 completely changed the landscape of this game. He was done.
He saved his life. Saved his life, no doubt about it. And Lucifer's just taking the opportunity to just wait it out. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of army he makes. I guess he could go into Abominations again. Maybe some more Fiends. Kind of make just a big army that could like really just destroy what Zhouxixi has.
Yeah, I think if he's planning to jump to 70, in fact, he's actually jumped up over 50 food now. He's at 58 out of 60. So looking to really increase his army. I mean, he's expanding, so the economy's probably there. Again, you can see that tower. There's Acolytes trying to get away. Fan of Knives, though, almost kills all of them. There's one. Gonna get at least a couple more here. There's one, and there's one more.
This is brutal, brutal damage. And Lucifer just wants to creep what remaining creeps are left on the map, maybe try and get closer to 5-5-5, have that real ultimate nuke available.
And at this point, he's chilling, hanging out. I mean, he's still creeping where he can as Lucifer.
Take out a ziggurat or something, you know.
Little annoying. He just dodged a tower here. That was funny. And Whips are done here. Their goal is well and truly mined out at this point, so he's going to have to move over to his expansion if he wants to keep that economy going. Lucifer continuing to, at this point, just creeping out the map. He knows that he just needs to empty it here.
He's going to have to end it with this sweet army, the sweet hero composition, and kind of just nuke down that warden, which he can do very easily. I mean, that warden isn't very tanky at all.
No. And Zhouxixi is kind of, I think, very much committed to one hero at this point. You know, we thought maybe the second hero could look good here, but I think you're right in that at this point it's just the nuking's too strong here. But going to continue to harass his Acolytes left, front, center. This is like reminiscent of Human Paladin against Undead. Familiar with how...
they were good times. These were good times.
Gonna TP out though. And again, I think he saw Lucifer near his base and was worried.
Yeah, but I'm sure that'd be the one thing to be worried about right now. And that DK's level 5, so that nuke just got a whole lot stronger.
Mass Resurrection not too bad either if he can get to 6, but once again we're kind of at a point where you need to start killing your enemy units if you want to actually get that experience past level 5. So
I feel like Zhouxixi really needs some more items on his warden that'll keep him alive, because he really needs to sustain a bit more. But it's so hard to know what to invest in. I mean, he can't really go for an anti-magic shell potion because the destroyer will just eat it. And he can get an invulnerability, which I think is important. I think he should get a TP too, maybe a Tome of Retraining and focus on probably Shadow Strike over his Fan of Knives. But he's not going to really kill anything with Fan of Knives. Everything's so high hit point. And gets caught there.
Does blink out, has the invul. And you mentioned it before, there are no stuns actually. So this warden is almost always able to blink out of the way.
Absolutely, so long as it doesn't get nuked.
Yes, that's the important part. Don't get bursted out. And now the invul pot's in the inventory. She's going to be feeling much more comfortable there with that one as well. Is that a heal scroll on the bottom right as well in the inventory? Or?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Pretty solid item.
Not too bad, not too bad.
A little bit of an AoE heal.
He's going to still have to be really careful when he engages. There's no real healing potions, no TP, so he's going to really rely on rejuvenation, I think, a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a safety scroll at this point. Just a little bit more extra effective health, and of course, an AoE heal for your units as well. Not too bad. That Avatar still chilling around.
I think, he kind of got hit a little bit, but not too much damage.
Lasts for so long. Just never ever goes away.
Yeah.
I mean, the composition's here for both players. Kind of what they were looking for here at this point. Sheesh.
Oh, and it looks like Lucifer's planning to engage. He started absorbing all the mana from all these statues, and they're all going to be doing crazy damage to those bears.
Yeah, Destro damage is a very real thing you can see.
It's disgusting. And he's even dropping creep for it. Like, he knows where he wants to engage.
Yeah, is DK going to take some dry damage in there as well? The bear's looking to get sniped out. That Avatar, of course, in the front as well. Fan of Knives, he blinks in there. She's trying to move back and forth. The chain lightning comes out from Naga as well. The bear's going to take so much damage from those Destros, and the warden in the back is just trying to do the damage that he can. That A-bomb at the front taking so much damage, gets coiled up in there as well, and just sponging up everything here. But the warden doing a ton of damage in the back line. The Destro's got to be careful. The Dryads going in there as well, and every unit you have to run away from against Dryads are so painful here. That crit pin looks very low. That bear's going to go down in there as well. And the warden just trying to do as much damage as possible. The Fan of Knives absolutely obliterating that poor Crypt Fiend, doing a decent amount of damage to that Destro as well. And again, these Dryads are consistently doing damage. The warden very tanky here, and of course the Avatar of Vengeance still hanging out. Level 7 going to come through now as well. Blinks out there.
BTS level 3 blink, so he can really get away from anything now. And those Dryads are actually going to kill just about everything, except for probably the heroes and the destroyers. So they've done pretty damn well.
Going to be able to chase it down here. Warden just trying to snipe off the rest of these Destros, I think.
Trying his best, but you can get nukes right there. You've got to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way you really test your micro, isn't it? How fast can you snap that invulnerability potion?
And I think he really needs to try and retrain into a Shadow Strike right now. If he had level 3 Shadow Strike, level 3 Blink, he just blink around and start killing that DK. And kind of, he really needs to deal with these heroes more than anything else, but these heroes are just going to kill everything.
Yeah, I mean, his units are doing decent damage. You saw there, the Dryads did plenty of damage there over the course of the fight. And yeah, if you're going to get in and assassinate, I mean, especially against Destroyers, Fan of Knives just doesn't really do everything you want it to do.
It doesn't do anything.
Well, there you go.
Absolutely nothing. So yeah, it'd be a good idea to change and start focusing on these hero fights a bit more. I mean, Lucifer's still on 1 base, and Zhouxixi's on 2 base, so he's looking in a very good position right now.
It looks like he re-expanded there towards the middle of the map as well. So he's going to have a, yep, there we are, 2 base economy.
Ultimately, it just comes down to him not losing that hero.
Yep.
He really just needs to keep that warden safe. And if he can keep doing damage with it while his Dryads wail and whatever's in front of him, and maybe those bears can stay alive for a little while.
Lucifer banking here now as well, under 50 food, wants to kind of get that economy back up before he...
Oh my goodness, he's a cheeky fella.
Oh, jeez, all the acolytes.
That's next level cheeky, man. That's really ridiculous. He's going to blink in, and he screwed up that blink too.
Managed to get out though. Blinks again.
It's so fun when you have level 3 blink.
Just get in, get out. Almost never die, especially again with no disables here.
Absolutely.
For Lucifer. And those poor acolytes stand no chance here.
Yeah,
I mean,
they haven't stood a chance all game long, and will Lucifer ever mine out his main base? That's the next question.
I mean, yes. I think at this point he absolutely is going to mine out his main.
I don't know, because he's running out of a lot of acolytes, you know. Maybe he'll...
Oh, is it finish mining it? Oh, yeah, that's true. He goes back in there, fan of knives. Once again, all the acolytes are going to die here. Oh, maybe not that last one. Do you get striked up? The blink forward in there as well. Makes a lot of damage and blinks out once more. And Zhouxixi just so annoying with this warden.
That is so frustrating.
I mean, we're approaching a potential level 10 here as well. That happens very, very rarely in competitive Warcraft.
Maybe if he kills enough acolytes, he'll get
there. Yeah, maybe. Even how many acolytes he has to kill to get to level 10.
20 or something, but you know, it could happen.
Rejuvenating back up. He's just going to keep doing it. And Lucy can't leave his base. If he can't mine, he can never make more gold.
He's just going to have to commit to a fight eventually. And, I mean, the longer he waits, the bigger Zhouxixi's army's going to be. He's on 2 base right now.
Yeah, I think Lucy really... I mean, I'm pretty sure he's mined out of creeps to really do at this point. So that Lich is staying at level 4. It's almost level 5, though. That would be a very, very deadly hero level. Naga, I think, is at 4 or 5 as well. Yeah. And DK must be close to there as well. Probably maybe even 5.5.
DK might even be close to 6 by now. We'll have to see.
Yeah, but, I mean, this is kind of what you were worried about, Moonglade. Undead's just like, you know what? I'm not leaving my base anymore.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
Just going to sit and chill. So we'll have to see. I mean, Zhouxixi at this point maybe just could take over the whole map, but you still have to crack this base and actually win. So
yeah, well, I guess he can really take his time. I mean,
yeah,
he's in the winning position, and Lucifer's the one who has to make a move. It's simply about the audience now.
Yeah.
How badly do you want to treat them?
How long do you want to make this game?
Yeah.
As you can see, the water once again going to look to go in. So there's that potion ready as well, and that blink, as you mentioned, just so annoying.
You should be careful there. You know, you don't want to lose that warden.
I mean, if he loses his warden, this game's probably over instantly.
Yeah, unless he's banked enough. I mean, it's just something you just don't want to happen. He's got a TP now. Okay, I feel a little bit safer. I feel a little bit more confident in Zhouxixi. Yeah. And his warden.
And I think he's going to just go in for the acolytes one more time here.
He just wants to kill acolytes.
Yeah.
It's the name of the game.
Finds the DK. I think he's realizing at this point that Lucifer isn't particularly interested in leaving his base. No, he's going to do it again. He doesn't care. Just jumps on all those acolytes.
It's like whatever.
It's not enough damage there.
He's trying to click on it now. He's like, oh no, I better get out.
Blinks out once more. Just so many blinks.
He's going to rejuvenate and come back for another one.
I mean, for all the burst damage that Lucifer has with his hero composition, it's not enough to kill this level 7 warden.
If he didn't have those braces, it would be enough.
That's true, actually.
It'd be enough.
Those braces are doing work.
Those braces are a godsend.
Can I get some moon juice here, it looks like? Yep.
Moon juice it up.
Heal up that way. Could have used a bear, but decides he wants his army closer to the middle of the map, just in case.
Wants some more mana, you know. I understand that. It looks like Lucifer's going to go for one last effort here.
Yeah, this is why Zhouxixi wanted his army in the middle of the map. I think he knows that Lucifer's going to get frustrated and try and push him. We are going to start a fight, it looks like here. Dryad's going to take a little bit of damage. Bear's moving in. Chain Lightning's going to come through as well. Have to be a little careful. The Warden moving around the back in there as well, I think. Around the side. There we go. The Avatar up as well. Going to do a lot of damage there. Lich actually thinks 6, I think, potentially.
Wow, and he tried to focus that Warden for 1 second and it got out of there. So this is not looking good at all.
Damage moving in now as well. Avatar still doing damage in as well. The Bears are dropping here, but Dryad damage is still coming in now around the back. The Warden going to hit 8 there as he's trying to tear apart units here. Going to blink out once more as well. Now the level 5 Lich, excuse me, ding 5, not 6, thankfully.
There's just so much damage, and these Dryads, I mean, the heroes can't nuke the Dryads, so they just kind of sit there and enjoy it and just start throwing their spears. The destroyers can't do any damage because they're magic immune, so it's kind of just a matter of time until these heroes get too low and they have to run away.
Yeah, and again, Lucifer just cannot kill Zhouxixi's Warden. He's going to make a chance for it here.
He's trying so hard.
DK coming in. I mean, it's kind of Hawker the Lich maybe going to die to Dryad damage here. So many spears that coil that completely brings it back up. I mean, an energy pendant that he stole. Being nice here because he got so much extra mana. but they're still going to come there. Nova comes out there. That Bear again. I mean, Bear's at this point absolutely doing very little here, as the Rejuve is going to come out basically just a heal bot at this point to make sure the Warden doesn't die. That Naga quite low in there as well. Warden going to take a lot of damage there and forced to back up once more to try and heal up.
Oh, is he going to get that Naga?
I think he wants it. Going to blink up towards it.
That Naga with Death Coil.
Trying to go through. Yeah, that's right. It's not an undead into that. Naga's very, very dead there. He's going to go down. Level 9 now. Jeez. As that dies, and Lucifer just taps out of the game. Zhouxixi.
Zhouxixi, you beast. So close to death, and then it comes back. That was an amazing play. Is that beer? No, I don't know.
I mean, Warcraft 3, what is the most important unit? It's your hero.
Yeah.
And level 6 is so important because your ultimates are just so good. I mean, to his credit, Zhouxixi did exactly what he had to do. He knew he was behind. He walked into the enemy base and said, I'm going to start killing your workers to get experience. And he did it. If he killed one less worker, he wouldn't have hit 6 at that time and been able to fend off that push from Lucifer, which looks so good.
Close. So close.
So a great game there between these two.
That was a really good game.
That was fantastic.
I had a lot of fun.
I did indeed. So we'll be back at some point later today, maybe tomorrow, but there is more Warcraft 3 coming up here at WCG. But we are going to sign off here for this game. My name, of course, has been Patreon. I've been John, my Moon Guy. Guys, don't go anywhere. More coverage of the World Cyber Games 2013 Grand Final is going to continue.